And so remember when I was like, there were some red flags that I should have like said something in the beginning, but I like reasoned with myself and like made excuses. Right. Yeah, it's because he never had sex with me.
What was he disabled? Yeah.
I don't know if you could tell from my fancy accent, but I grew up on the East Coast, and right. It is much more traditional in certain ways.
Okay.
Than like living in Texas.
Okay.
Where I currently reside.
And when you say much more traditional in different ways, like explain that a little bit.
I feel like it's more the girl stays with the family. You stay with your family. You live with your family until you get married. You get married. I don't care if you get I feel like girls on the East Coast, women on the East Coast are encouraged to like go to school, get a degree, have your career, but then be a stay-at-home mom. I mean, people can't afford to do that anymore, but like, and then you go back to work when the kids are in school, or it's like, you know, okay, well, grandma's, now that you're married and you have your home, like grandma's going to come and live with you. And it's like different, there's similarities though, right? I feel like the emphasis on marriage for a woman is much greater in the South. Yeah. And that your value and your worth is found in a man. Whereas like East Coast, like, I don't need no man, like right now.
Right. Right.
I'll let you know.
Yes. I often think about that in terms of what is it that guys are taught and instructed to do, and how does that play out in your interactions?
You know what they're not taught to do?
Or your pursuit of women? What are we not?
They don't put the toilet seat down. They're not taught that.
Men in general, or just men on the East Coast?
No, I feel like men in general.
So it's okay. Here's the thing. Okay, boom. Example. Opening a door for a woman, right?
That's a good one.
I've always heard that. To be honest, I understand the chivalry or the respect or the concern that goes into opening a door for a woman. And I think one of the reasons is because you're around when you open a door from a woman, it's because a woman is right there.
She's in front of you. Open the door for them.
Open the door. The issue I have with the bathroom is that's you in the bathroom doing whatever you doing in the bathroom. So now I have to put the seat down for when you go into the bathroom in the future. I don't know when you're going in the bathroom.
Like every 10 minutes.
Right after me. It could be tomorrow, whatever. But whenever I didn't put the seat down, you're not even thinking about me. I'm not thinking. When did you? I don't know what.
Because if you're not thinking about me all the time, then you don't love me. Oh, you love me? How can you not think about me?
It is big, and
you didn't bring me home a drink from Sonic, and you got one for you.
No, that's considerate. You should do that. The other thing is,
that is not an unreasonable request.
No, Sonic drinks, when you get me one, when you get one, that's not unreasonable. The toilet seat also goes down. So the thing about it is, this is not a mutual consideration.
But what if the next time you have to go to the bathroom, you have to sit down to do so? Like,
okay, so that makes a little bit more sense. You always have to sit down.
I always have to sit down. Well, no, sometimes like if it's a porta potty, you have to stand on top and squat. You don't sit.
That's literally my first time ever hearing that.
Oh yeah, you stand. It's the best. You stand on top.
Dang, I didn't even know that. I wouldn't even have considered.
No, you don't need to think about these things.
Even when you poop. Man, I'm pooping.
You don't poop in a porta potty. Gross.
No, I don't. But I'm saying, that's the first thing I thought about. because that would be the only time I need to sit down.
I feel like I'd rather on a tree.
But you probably would be better. Yeah. You'd probably be better. Yeah. I get it. Okay. See, that was helpful. You always have to sit, no matter what. So
always.
I get it a little more.
Thank you.
It's still, if you base my whole consideration level on not putting the seat down, that would bother me.
Only like 70% of the consideration level. Like the other 30% is something for like an not safe for work podcast.
This is not a safe for work podcast. What is the other? You mean are you gonna talk about physics? Go for it. Go. I was want to go.
Okay.
What are you saying?
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad. Okay.
Okay. Boom.
Listen.
Right.
I need you to feed me when I'm hungry. You have a 15-minute window.
Wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean 15-minute window?
If a woman says she is hungry, you have 15 minutes.
I got 15 minutes to get food to her?
Mm-hmm.
Sheesh.
Or or a plan. Or like a snack. I mean, I carry almonds in my purse. Like if I do get hangry, like no shame.
Okay.
I want pockets in all of my clothes.
Which I not just now. I don't know the fast, whatever. I don't get
and
it,
but I functional pockets. Not these stupid jean pockets I can't fit nothing into.
No, you want I want pockets in my dresses. I want a pocket in my wedding dress. I want a pocket in my prom. Like all of the things, pockets. So food, pockets, go.
And
get it.
Eat it. Yeah.
That's not a thing. Let me make sure I'm thinking correctly. Nope. I've never met a man who was like, nah, I'm not gonna eat it. How many men have you met that were like, nope, I'm not gonna eat it? How many? I don't even understand. How many? A lot?
The one, okay. This is like, this is hard. This is embarrassing. Okay. But I know I'm not the only one because I've read a lot of articles about this. So if there's articles about this, then whatever.
Okay.
I was married and in a relationship with a man for 10 years.
Ooh,
we never had sex.
What?
He told me, no, dude, we never had sex. I think maybe the last time we had sex was January.
What?
And he said, okay, let's get this over with.
Whoa. See, that's okay.
Remember when I was there were some red flags that I should have said something in the beginning, but I reasoned with myself and made excuses. Right. Yeah, it's because he never had sex with me.
I don't see what we can't do is talk about it because to me
let's
that's
talk about
all him. But we can't.
No, but that's the thing. It was.
That's him. That's not you. He has a thing. What was he disabled? I'm just okay. That would make somebody not want to have sex, right?
I mean, it wasn't me.
She said, I'm not disabled. I'm telling you that.
Thank you. I think that in the beginning it was confidence, right?
Right.
And I was listen, I love you, right? I love all of you.
All of you.
I want all of you and all of me.
Right.
There's a song.
Yep. To be together, to do like that.
There's other things we can do. I am open to whatever.
Was he overweight?
Yeah, but he also but then he lost a bunch of weight. But he also never did anything. He wouldn't kiss me, and then when he would, there was no intimacy. There was no passion. There it was.
That was something.
And it was kind of like we had sex a couple times and it wasn't bad. It was good. And I would like talk him up and be like, this is good. Dude, I bought a sex swing. Like, no shame.
Oh, wow.
Bought a sex swing.
Get it, Katie. Bam.
Right? And I was like, listen.
Yeah. You like, ain't got to hold me up now.
Like, listen, I will strap in. Like, what can I do for you to make this better for you? You let me know. Like, hundreds of dollars on like skank lingerie was spent. Like, articles were read. Like, and it was like, well, you need to initiate. And I was like, all right, cool. I would walk around the house with like half naked, and he'd be like, you need to put some clothes on.
Wow, come see. That's all him. I don't know, is this a forward question? We're talking about sex. Did he eat it?
Yeah, but not like willingly. And not like, and I was like, you can be done, it's cool. Like,
oh, that sounds bad. You can stop if you want to.
It's all right.
Golly. Man, like, that makes
and so like right now I'm so excited. Like, I'm not gonna do anything until anything's finalized. And like, let me tell you what, like, this really sucks to be going through during a pandemic. Like, I'm not about to go get some strange, but then like also get some strange during some pandemic. Like, I can't do that.
Right.
Nope. So now I'm like, okay, who do I know that like I've banged that's divorced? But like, it's you know, but it's like, it's embarrassing to say, like, you were in a sexless marriage. Like, I was in a sexless relationship. And I thought, like, okay, we'll take care of this and he'll be less stressed and, like, we'll be okay. And, like, I'll do this and I used to try to, like, service, you know? Like, we're on the couch. It's Sunday night. I don't give a F about The Simpsons right now. Like, And it was like, oh, you don't have to do that. And I was like, oh, I know. Whoa! I know I don't have to do anything.
Said, oh, I know. Trust me. Man.
But like, yeah, dude. Like, and I, like, you were, maybe because I don't, like, you were the first person that I've been, I think, that, like, open and honest with. Like, I don't think he ever had a positive sexual experience. And while, like, maybe mine weren't the healthiest, like, I've had some good sex, like, no. And like, to me, like, we're married, like, this is yours. Yeah. Like, what, you know, like, like, get it. Like, please. Like, yeah, like, this is it. All right, cool. What's up? And then I'm down. And it makes you feel so here you are, like, again, let's get back to, like, what did you see the woman have to do as, well, for me, the example that I was shown was sex is validation. It means you're attractive. It means that you're wanted, you're desired. It's, you know what I mean? And like, I never had to like really like work, like, that sounds awful. Not like, I never really had an issue.
You mean like people were interested?
I mean, like it wasn't like I had to do all the things, you know? Like,
well,
and so you feel like, and I would tell him, I'm like, I feel so rejected by you. You make me feel so unloved and so unwanted. Like, I need, this validates me. This makes me feel like you love me. Right? You want me, you want my body, you want to be with me, you want to, like, this is a big deal. And he didn't want that. And so I'm like, so then why, like, right? And so it was, well, how are we ever going to have a family if, like, you can't put a baby in me? Like, like, I was like, you make me feel
like
disgusting.
Literally.
Dude, I cut my hair, I grew my hair, I gained weight, I lost weight, I like made sure the house was clean and like June cleavered, like, and almost killed myself because I was also working 4 million hours a week. And it was like, you got to put some effort in.
Okay. Like, sheesh.
Listen.
So what? I know he's not here to answer. Why do you think he got married? Do you think he wanted to be married?
I think it was a it was a thing on a checklist.
Okay.
And this goes, I did a lot of reading on like attachment theory and like, again, we have very, very different upbringings. And he is emotionally closed off. He has, like, now I understand, like, he is dismissive, right? I'm the anxious. Shocking. But like, I would say, okay, we're going to talk about this. Let's talk about this. And he'd be like, yeah, let me read, like, I'll read the article. Cause he would say things about how I'm not really like intellectually stimulated at work. And like, nobody wants to like talk about things that are whatever. And I was like, great, let's read this article on why we're like having a hard time right now. And it's like, you don't want to do that with me. Like, oh, okay. So you don't like, I think it was, oh, I should get a wife because I should have a wife. Like, you go to school, you get a good grade, you get married. Like the facade says, I work hard, I make good money, I marry somebody. But then it's like, but you don't know what that means.
Yeah.
And you don't know what that means because nobody around you growing up ever knew what that meant. And didn't show you anything. And
now, did he, in the beginning, was he trying to cover that up? Like, was he a different person?
Yes.
And then over time?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it was a gradual release model.
Okay.
It was not an 5E situation.
Yeah. So he was this upbeat, like, hey man, and blah 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 type of guy. And it was
always, and it wasn't ever like super social, but that was because of his job. Like he worked nightlife, he worked, daytime, he works nighttime. So it was like, and we also lived in a city where it was like, we can go to this show, we can go to that show, we can go to this club, we can go here, we can go there. We know somebody that bartends here, and like, oh, come to bring your friends to my club. I'll take care of you. And so it was like, if I went out, I was like, well, we're going to go here because we can go for free,
Yeah.
And like,
so you guys were interacting, you were around each other, but interacting with other people, not interacting with each other.
And when we did interact with each other in the beginning, it was great.
Yeah.
And then I just thought he was being like really respectful, and no man had like cared to talk to me and get to know me this much. And like, without like, but like also you gotta like, jump on, right? I'm just saying.
Yeah, let her know. Pat her on the booty. And she gonna be like, oh,
right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, man. Okay, so boom, if we go back to your list, you
they're dumb. They're I want pockets. I want food.
Right. Put the seat down. Food, pockets, put the seat down.
Anticipate all my needs.
Anticipate, which is super hard. What else? What do you think? What are guys in general struggling with as it pertains to ladies? Besides the list that we just described. What do you think?
I think there is a really unrealistic expectation about what we should expect from our partner. Like, I know we should keep high expectations for our partner, right? Mm-hmm. But make them realistic. Like, don't, the whole like, oh, but they have so much potential. Like, you don't buy potential, right? Like, I have a lot of potential, but I also like sleeping till noon. So like, I'm willing to like take that. And like, I'm sure that there's a lot of expectations put on boys and young men and men that I don't know about because I haven't lived that life. But I feel like it's more, make sure you're good with money, make sure you have a good job, make sure you provide for your family, and you want to bring, and I feel like it's more financial pressure.
Yeah, I can see that.
Right? And like, your worth is in providing for your family. Right. It doesn't matter if you ever see them. You need, but also like, that's a very antiquated view because I'm working, you work, like I can't work and clean the house and cook the meals and be the all day buffet. Like, I'll be the all day buffet, but like, I can't, like do all the things.
Right.
And then you not think to ask me, can I set the table for you?
Yeah.
And again, that's you can't anticipate my needs if I don't tell you what I need. And if nobody set the table in your house growing up, you don't know the table needs to be set. And I think a lot of men that are like my age and your age, and they didn't have, the majority of the families operated where like dad didn't do a whole lot of that. Mom did it. Yeah. Right? So if you don't see dad doing it, then you're not going to do it. You don't know to do it. But if your wife says, or your partner says, hey, I need you to set the table, don't tell them, oh, you can do it. You're fine. It's not that hard. Oh, I know I can grow a human person inside of me. Like, I know I can set the table, but I'm also making like a souffle. So can you set the table?
Yeah. I definitely think that I've told guys before, the view of manhood and the view of your interaction with women, it's still very outdated. You know, the two like generations ago, this is what we have been told, because that's what worked during that time. Like, if it was normal for the guy to work and then for the woman to not work, then okay, roles or the way households sort of work, it fits that. But then what happened is, in society, we progressed with all of these other things, the industrial age and all these things, and then women started working more, and then all these things. But the way we interact in the family, that didn't change and evolve with society. So now your dad just says, hey man, you gotta make sure you provide. Like, that's what men do.
And it's also their mental health developments, and like understanding like the damage that saying like, you need to make money, you need to be a man, you don't need to show feelings, you don't need to cry, you need to man up, and you need to be strong forever. Like, that's a lot of pressure on somebody. Like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
You know, so like I feel right, and like that's a lot of things to be the responsibility of the household is on me.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Like, no, it's and that was the thing that we used to kind of argue about, where I was like, when is it going to be enough? Like, when is enough? Like, I don't think you realize, like, we're in a good spot. Like, we had a beautiful home. We had great jobs. We have nice cars. We have like food whenever we need it. We can buy whatever food we want. Like, we have clean water. We have everything we need. We have more than what we need.
Yeah.
When's it going to be enough for you? Because it's enough for me, and I want to live life. Like, I want to do life now. All right. So you know, and we didn't have anything together. We didn't have a dog. We don't have a kid. We didn't have a business, nothing. And he never thought of me as a partner. I flat out asked him, I was like, when you make decisions, do you think about us, and do you think about me and how we can build something and how it would affect us as a partnership? And he legit like looked at me and was like, no, I don't.
What are you talking about?
I don't think about
he's trying to build his life, what it sounds like. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I gotta go. Bye.
Sorry, that was funny.
No, like, that's, you know, like, what, like, I gotta go. Like, you told me you don't need anybody, and you could be fine the rest of your life by yourself, and you don't need any people around you or friends. And I was like, oh, that is very hurtful to me. Like, do you understand that these words are very hateful sounding? No, that's different. You're different. Okay, well, let's like, can you clarify how you can tell me you don't need anybody, but like, I should stay with you and be involuntarily celibate in my marriage and not be like given props for my raises and my bonuses and my accolades at work and my accomplishments. Like, that doesn't matter, but like, oh, okay. So if you don't need anybody, cool.
But it makes me think about when people get together, it feels like they rarely talk about the other person's previous experience growing up, whatever.
And I tried and he wouldn't. I'm like, but that's what makes me know what's going on. Like, we all have that broken inner child. So like, if I don't know what you need, and I don't know if like we can work on that, and you won't talk to me about it, like.
Okay. It deteriorates. So.
Yeah.
Man.
And I'm better. I deserve that. I deserve more.
Listen, yeah, I mean, come on, man. Like, she giving, and she buying.
I'm not trying to go on Bumble right now, though. I don't want to do any of that. I'm not looking forward to that, like, at all. Cannot.
Listen, I don't get it. I've never. I'm
gonna take on Lovers. I'm not trying to get into like a. What? I'm owed that, and I'm not doing anything.